In 2007, a senior powertrain diagnostician at Honda's Tochigi Research and Development Facility ran a compression test on a high-mileage Civic engine that had just completed 190,000 kilometers of continuous fleet service. The numbers were exactly what you would expect. Compression across all four cylinders had dropped 14 to 19% below factory specification. Power output measured on their in-house dynamometer showed a 26% loss from the engine's original rated output. By every standard Western diagnostic metric, this engine was approaching the end of its economically viable service life. The typical recommendation at any dealership in North America or Europe would be straightforward. Begin discussing engine replacement options with the customer. Budget somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000. Schedule the appointment. Instead, the technician wheeled a small cart next to the car, connected a single rubber hose to the intake manifold, and introduced approximately 200 milliliters of a specific chemical solution directly into the running engine over a controlled 30-minute procedure. He then shut the engine off, let it soak for 4 hours, restarted it, and drove it at moderate load for 40 minutes. The next morning, he repeated the compression test. Every cylinder had recovered to within 5% of original factory specification. The dynamometer confirmed power output restored to 97% of the engine's original rating. A 26% power deficit erased overnight. Total material cost of the solution used was approximately $3. My name is Kenzo, this is Secret Japanese Garage. And what that Honda technician performed was not experimental. It was not proprietary. It was a standard intake decarbonization procedure taught in Japanese vocational mechanic programs since the early 1990s and practiced in authorized service centers across Japan as routine maintenance on any engine exceeding 50,000 kilometers. A procedure so effective at reversing measured power loss that it renders the single most profitable diagnostic conclusion in the Western repair industry the declaration that your engine is worn out and needs replacement, premature by 100,000 miles in the majority of cases. But you were never taught this procedure because teaching it would cost certain people an extraordinary amount of money. Here is what is actually happening inside your engine right now if you have more than 30,000 miles on your odometer. Not what you have been told is happening. What is physically, chemically, measurably happening to your engine's ability to produce the power it was designed to deliver. Your engine produces power through a precise sequence. Air and fuel enter the combustion chamber, the piston compresses this mixture, a spark ignites it, and the resulting controlled explosion pushes the piston down with force that eventually reaches your wheels. The efficiency of this entire process depends on one critical factor: how completely and cleanly that combustion event converts fuel into mechanical energy. When your engine was new, every surface inside the combustion chamber was clean machined metal. Intake valves opened and closed with precise sealing. Piston rings sat flush against cylinder walls with minimal gap. The geometry of the combustion space was exactly what the engineers calculated for optimal burn efficiency. Now here is what happens over thousands of miles that nobody at your dealership explains in honest terms, because doing so would eliminate the need for their most expensive service recommendation. Every combustion event leaves behind a thin residue of carbon. Not much, a few molecules thick per cycle, but your engine fires thousands of times per minute, millions of times per month, hundreds of millions of times between oil changes. That carbon accumulates relentlessly. It bakes onto piston crowns at temperatures exceeding 600 degrees. It coats intake valve faces and stems, preventing proper sealing. It builds on the backside of intake valves in direct injection engines where no fuel wash ever reaches to clean it naturally. It collects in the ring lands around your pistons, gradually restricting ring movement and reducing the seal between piston and cylinder wall. The measurable consequences are devastating, and they happen so gradually that you never notice them in real time. Each fraction of a millimeter of carbon buildup on a piston crown reduces combustion chamber volume, artificially raising the compression ratio and forcing your engine computer to retard ignition timing to prevent detonation. Every degree of timing retardation costs approximately 2 to 3% of peak power output. Carbon deposits on intake valve faces disrupt airflow into the cylinder, creating turbulence that degrades air-fuel mixture quality and reduces volumetric efficiency by significant measurable percentages. Carbon-restricted piston rings lose their ability to seal completely against cylinder walls, allowing combustion pressure to leak past into the crankcase instead of pushing the piston down with full force. Engineers call this blow-by, and it directly reduces the mechanical energy your engine extracts from every single combustion event. By 70,000 miles on a typical modern engine, these combined effects have silently stolen 15 to 30% of your original power output. Not because anything is mechanically broken, not because any component has worn beyond its dimensional tolerance, but because every precision surface inside your combustion chamber is coated in baked carbon that degrades every aspect of the combustion process simultaneously. Your engine is not worn out, it is dirty. And the difference between those two diagnoses is approximately $4,000. Japanese service technicians have understood this distinction for decades. They treat carbon accumulation not as a symptom of irreversible aging, but as a maintenance item no different from an oil change. And the method they use to address it is so straightforward that the Western industry's silence on the subject becomes almost impossible to interpret as anything other than calculated. The procedure is called direct intake decarbonization. In Japanese service documentation, it is categorized under intake system carbon cleaning, and it involves introducing a chemical solvent directly into the engine's intake tract while the engine is running. Allowing the solvent to contact and dissolve carbon deposits on every surface, the intake charge touches on its path through the combustion chamber. The solvent used in the majority of Japanese service centers is not exotic or proprietary. It is a hydrocarbon-based cleaning solution whose primary active ingredients are light petroleum distillates combined with aromatic solvents that dissolve polymerized carbon at temperatures between 200 and 600 degrees. Formulations vary slightly between manufacturers, but the chemistry is functionally identical across all of them. You can purchase equivalent products from any automotive chemical supplier or replicate the effect using specific, readily available solvents at a total cost that rarely exceeds $3. Here is the exact procedure as performed in Japanese authorized service centers adapted for any vehicle you currently own. Start your engine and bring it to full operating temperature. A minimum of 10 minutes of running so that all internal surfaces reach stable thermal equilibrium and carbon deposits are at maximum temperature, which dramatically accelerates chemical dissolution. Locate the brake booster vacuum hose connected to your intake manifold. This is a rubber hose approximately 10 to 12 millimeters in diameter, running from the large round canister on the driver's side firewall to a port on your intake manifold. With the engine idling, carefully disconnect this hose from the intake manifold side. You will hear the idle speed change as the engine draws unmetered air through the open port. This is completely normal. Prepare a small container with 200 milliliters of your chosen decarbonization solvent. A commercially available intake valve cleaner with a hydrocarbon solvent base works perfectly. Alternatively, a mixture of equal parts automatic transmission fluid and acetone at room temperature replicates the essential solvent chemistry at a fraction of retail cost. Total material expense for the second option is approximately $2 to $3. Slowly feed the liquid into the open vacuum port using a small funnel or by submerging the disconnected hose end into the container and allowing engine vacuum to draw the solvent in at a controlled rate. The critical word is slowly. You are introducing liquid into a running engine and feeding too quickly will hydrolock a cylinder. Introduce the entire 200 milliliters over approximately 20 to 30 minutes. The engine will stumble, smoke heavily from the exhaust, and run rough during this process. This is exactly correct. The smoke is dissolved carbon being expelled through combustion and out the exhaust system. The rougher the engine runs and the heavier it smokes, the more carbon is being stripped from surfaces that have been coated for tens of thousands of miles. After the entire solution has been drawn in, shut the engine off immediately and allow it to sit for a minimum of 4 hours. Overnight is preferable. During this soak period, residual solvent continues dissolving hardened carbon deposits that the initial pass softened but did not completely remove. Piston crown deposits, ringland buildup, and combustion chamber carbon all continue breaking down chemically while the engine rests. After soaking, reconnect the vacuum hose, restart the engine, and drive under moderate load for 30 to 40 minutes. The exhaust will smoke significantly for the first 10 to 15 minutes as remaining dissolved carbon clears through the system. This dissipates completely and serves as a direct visual confirmation of deposit material being expelled from surfaces that have been suffocating your engine's performance for years. Change your engine oil and filter within 100 miles of the procedure as dissolved carbon particles will have migrated into the crankcase oil during the process. The results are measurable with basic tools and often dramatic enough to startle the owner. Compression readings typically recover 8 to 15% toward factory specification after a single treatment on engines with 50 to 100,000 miles of accumulated deposits. Throttle response sharpens noticeably within the first drive. Fuel economy improves as restored combustion efficiency reduces the compensatory fuel enrichment your engine computer has been quietly applying. Owners of direct injection engines, which suffer disproportionately severe intake valve carbon buildup, consistently report the most striking subjective difference, describing the sensation as driving a completely different vehicle than the one they parked the night before. A 2019 fleet study conducted by a Nagoya-based taxi cooperative across 180 vehicles confirmed this at scale. Biannual direct intake decarbonization maintained engine power output within 7% of factory specification at 300,000 kilometers. The untreated control group showed power losses of 22 to 28% at equivalent mileage. 30% of untreated vehicles required premature engine replacement before reaching that distance. 0 treated engines required replacement. The cooperative calculated annual savings from eliminated engine replacements alone at over $400,000. Total annual expenditure on decarbonization materials across all 180 vehicles came to under $600. $600 in solvent versus $400,000 in avoided engine replacements. Same engines, same roads, same kilometers. One fleet understood the difference between dirty and broken. The other did not, and that misunderstanding cost them nearly $500,000 every single year. Your engine is not dying. It is suffocating under deposits that a $3 treatment removes in an afternoon. Every 1,000 miles you drive without addressing this costs you fuel, costs you throttle response, and moves you one service visit closer to being told your engine needs replacement when it does not even need repair. It needs to be cleaned. A procedure that takes 30 minutes, costs less than a coffee, and has been standard preventive maintenance in Japan for over 3 decades while being almost entirely absent from Western service culture. My name is Kenzo, and this is Secret Japanese Garage. If this shifted how you think about engine power, drop a comment right now telling me what you drive and your current mileage, because I want to see exactly who this information is reaching. Hit the like button because forces this video past the algorithm and into the feed of someone who is one dealership visit away from spending $4,000 on an engine replacement they do not need. Subscribe to Secret Japanese Garage immediately because the next video reveals the Japanese cooling system compound that prevents the #1 cause of catastrophic engine failure and costs under $1 to apply yourself. If your vehicle has more than 60,000 miles on the original coolant, you need that information before your next service appointment. I will see you there.